Today we'll see Today we'll see 8086 architecture and its features. Coming to the features, 8086 is a 16-bit microprocessor. It is having 16-bit data bus and 20-bit address bus. As it is having 20-bit as address bus, so the memory size is 1 MB. So it can use of size 1 MB. Next, it can be operated in two modes, which is minimum mode and maximum mode. If it is operating in minimum mode, then it is using single processor. If it is operating in maximum mode, then it is using multiprocessor, and it supports the pipelining as well as multi-programming, and it is having 256 interrupts it can handle, and it requires 5 volts of power supply, and it is a 40-pin IC which is packed in ceramic dual-in package. Next, internal architecture. 8086 is divided into two independent functional units. So first one is bus interface unit and execution unit. So the reason behind why we are having two sections for 8086 architecture means the bus interface unit or BIU will do the action of fetching the instruction, and the execution unit will do decoding and executing simultaneously. Next, the first bus interface unit. So if you see the figure, so at the topmost we are having memory. From memory, the bus interface unit will fetch those instructions and passes to execution unit. The execution unit decodes those instructions and execute and pass the result to the bus interface unit, and bus interface unit stores the end result into the memory. So BIO will fetch the data or instruction from the memory, and it writes the data into the memory, and it writes the data into the ports, and it reads the data from the ports. So BIO is having three functional parts. First one, instruction pointer. It is a 16-bit register. It keeps the address of the memory location of the next coming instruction to be executed. Next, the segment register. The segment register, it is in 4 segment registers. So each of size is 16-bit. So CS stands for code segment. So it is used for addressing the memory location in the code segment of the memory where the executable program is stored. Next, data segment. Data segment, it consists the data used by the program to be accessed in the data segment, which is stored in the physical memory. Next is a stack segment. So stack segment register handles the memory to store the data and address of the stacks. And next is the extra segment. So ES, it is used by the string to hold the extra segmented data. So these 4 are the segment registers: code segment register, data segment register, stack segment register, and extra segment register. Next is the instruction queue. So BIO will perform its operation in parallel with the execution unit. So BIO fetches the upcoming instruction and keep those instructions in the instruction queue. So instruction queue operates in the form of first in, first out. So it is of having size 6 byte, and these are the high speed registers. Instruction queue, it is a prefetch queue. So it is a memory layout of 8086. So size is 1 MB. So 1 MB is segmented into 4. Code segment, data segment, extra segment, and stack segment. So in right hand side, we are having the code segment register with its offset IP, and data segment register with its offset, and stack segment register with its offset SP and BP, and extra segment register with its offset data index. So next, execution unit. So the features are, it will tell the base interface unit where to fetch the instruction or data from, and it decodes the instruction and it executes the instruction. Also, it contains the control circuitry to perform the various internal operations. So functional parts, first it is having general purpose register AX, BX, CX, and DX, each of size 16 bits. And next it is having two pointer register and two index register, stack pointer, base pointer, stack index, and data index. And third, it is having control unit. So control unit will produce the control signal after decoding the opcodes from the general purpose register. Also, it releases the value which is stored in it. Next is the arithmetic logic unit. So it handles all the arithmetic and logical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and logical or and not operations. Next is the flag register. So it is having 16-bit flag register. So it changes its value according to the result stored in the accumulator, which is AX. So last one, operand. So it is a temporary register used by the processor to handle the temporary values during operation. So it is a block diagram. So in topmost, we are having memory. And if you see, so it is a summation symbol and it is a arithmetic logic unit. So apart from this, all are in the rectangular block, which means all are registers. So what is the work of this summation is, it will generate the physical address, and here it will generate the arithmetic and logical operations result. And here towards right hand side, we are having instruction queue. It is a control bus, it is a B bus, and it is a address bus. We are having three types of buses: A bus, B bus, A bus, C bus, and B bus. Next, working of 8086. So if we look overall processing, so basically when an instruction is fetched from the memory, first we need to calculate the physical address. So this work is done by base interface unit. The physical address is given by the formula PA is equal to segment address into 10H plus offset. For example, the segment address is 2000H and the offset address is 4356H. So the physical address is 24356H. So at this location, at this memory location, the BIO will fetch the instruction, and those instruction has been kept in instruction queue. Suppose if we imagine the instruction is add BL, CL. So at this location, we have got this instruction. So first, the execution unit will fetch this instruction. First, it will decode. After decoding, the opcode has been generated by the control unit. After generating the opcode, it generates the control signals to inform that whatever the values which are having inside BL and CL it needs to be released. After releasing, we are having the add operation. So it indicates to the ALU to perform the add operation and store the result in BL. So the end result should be stored in BL. So which is the first register. For another example, consider the instruction add CL, 5H. Here we are having the direct data. So 05, it should be added with CL register. And the result should be stored in CL register. In such condition, the operand is not provided to the control unit as the only opcode is required. And that opcode needs to be decoded by the control unit. Hence, the operand is directly provided to the CLE, which is 05. Also, the status of the result is stored in the flag register. So whenever the ALU carries out operation, similarly, it generates the result as well as the status. So the status means, so status is stored by the flag register. So whenever we are having a branching instructions and looping instruction, so in this case, the pipelining fails. Why? Because the BIO will fetch the instructions sequentially. If there are looping and branching instruction, so at that time, so the BIO and the pipelining will fail. So in a queue, those instructions have been stored sequentially. So in that case, for any random instruction to be decoded, first we need to clear the queue. After that, we need to fetch the looped or the branched instruction